So that condition will read, except for emergency situations, rain shall inform its drivers that Jake breaks use on trucks.
No. Except for emergency situations, Jake road usage on trucks is prohibited. Range shall inform drivers of safety.
As correct. Did I read all of 26? 26, rain shall continue I'll read it again. 26, rain shall continue to review the efficiency and safety of all traffic plans and routes and will meet with the township representatives to address any issues regarding said plans or routes, including traffic flow and safety, if requested by the township. Route changes that deviate from those presented at the conditional use hearing must be approved by the Board of Supervisors. 27, rain shall provide flagmen and traffic control devices along that portion of the route, which is the township road, to maintain the safe flow of traffic along said route. Flagmen and any other traffic control devices shall be provided at times when there is overweight traffic, heavy truck traffic, movement of large equipment, and or similar demands to the township road network. 28. Range agrees to restrict overweight truck traffic 300 axles on a township road during those periods of time in which the Canaan McMillan School District and Fort Cherry School District schedule morning and afternoon school bus drop-offs and pickup of students. Range specifically agrees to impose appropriate morning and afternoon blackout periods in order to totally restrict any heavy truck traffic within the township during those periods of time in which the Canaan McMillan School District and Fort Cherry School District scheduled morning and afternoon school bus or parent drop-off and pickup of students, or during other scheduled special events. Range shall also provide a 24/7 available contact person and phone number to the district transportation offices. 29, range shall be responsible for all damage to any township roadways caused by the activity of range. 30, if requested by the township, range will enter into an excessive road maintenance agreement and provide the township, according to township standards, road bonds to be held by and on behalf of the township. 31, range may store water, fresh and or reused on the well site for the purpose of servicing the Connor, Samuel, Schultz, Bernard, and Augustine well sites at the township.
The water conditions that they requested.
Okay, so I'm taking that one out right now. So that, strike 31.
Which was 34.
Let's put 34 on here, but strike it. So that's not allowing for the water storage, and technically 35, but, so, can we, hold on. What number are we, 31?
31.
Range shall maintain
Yes.
as a subject property and on file with the township a current list and corresponding safety data sheet, formerly referred to as the material safety data sheet, of and for all chemicals used in drilling and fracturing operations. 32. If requested, range shall provide on-site orientation to the township's first responders. 33, range will notify the township and the township's first responders of any emergency requiring response from the township's first responders, and range will provide updates regarding any such emergency of the township and the township's first responders. 34, all earth-moving activities and stormwater management on subject property shall comply with the terms and conditions of a DEP approved erosion and sedimentation control plan and all such applicable permits, as well as the township grading ordinance within the Unified Development Ordinance and Stormwater Ordinance. All earth, 35. All earth-moving activities and road improvement projects shall take place between the hours set forth in the Township General Code, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday. 36. Water testing is required by the Pennsylvania Oil and Gas Act, shall be conducted by an independent water testing company chosen by homeowners. Testing shall take place pre, during, and post-drilling for structures on well water within 1,000 feet of the well site. Results shall be shared with the township on request. 37. Range shall not utilize any flaring. 38. Range shall utilize an emergency notification system to residents that utilize electronic mail, text messaging, and/or phone call notifications to residents within 3,000 feet of a well pad. 39, range shall enter into a developer agreement in the form of acceptable to the township solicitor. 40, consistent with section 403H of the Township's Unified Development Ordinance, range shall obtain a grading permit to commence work on pad construction within 1 year of the date of this conditional use approval. 41, an environmental impact study shall be completed and submitted to the township before a grading permit is issued by the township. 42, range shall commence vertical drilling within 2 years of the date of this conditional use approval. 43, the following personnel and supervisory trailers are permitted on-site for resting accommodations during the vertical and horizontal drilling process. During the vertical drilling, 6 supervisory trailers are permitted to be placed on location for 8 supervisory personnel remaining on-site during the vertical drilling phase. 1 rig supervisor, 1 rig manager, 1 mud logger, 1 solids control, 2 rig operations, 2 material systems. During horizontal drilling, 8 supervisory trailers are permitted for 11 supervisory personnel on site during the horizontal drilling phase. 1 rig supervisor, 1 rig manager, 2 directional drillers, 2 mud loggers, 1 mud engineer, 2 solids control individuals, 2 measurement while drilling personnel. 44. Range shall obtain and possess all required background checks for personnel, including supervisory personnel, and specifically included range of representatives, contractors, and subcontractors working on the site, and make same available for review by the township upon request. 45. All conditions set forth herein apply in full force and effect as if set forth in Ordinance 9-2011. It shall be enforced through Section 4 penalties of Ordinance 9-2011. 46. Ordinance 9/2011, all the conditions herein apply in full force and effect to all entities working on any part of the oil and gas development as defined by Ordinance 9/2011. Where is the water or the air? Did I read that? I just missed it.
The air was number, I didn't hear it, 13,
You didn't hear it?
and sound was number 11.
Yeah, okay. Range shall provide a range's expense 24/7 continuous air monitoring by an entity chosen by the township during the following phases. Okay.
What'd you say that was, 18 and 11?
13.
13 and 11.
Yeah. Did I say, range shall comply and meet all township standards with regard to sound levels as provided in the township's unified development ordinance. Range shall install sound walls as described during the public hearing. Range shall provide at range's expense 24/7 continuous sound monitoring by a sound consultant entity chosen by the township during the following phases: vertical drilling, horizontal drilling, and hydraulic fracturing. Reporting and results of the monitoring shall be made directly to the township. Comments? Is there a motion? Comments by the board, or is there a motion to approve?
Make a motion that we accept or utilize the conditions that were applied to the Schultz Bernard well.
That's what those are.
Pardon me?
That's exactly what they are.
No. There were changes in there.
No. They are literally word for word the exact same conditions that were approved at Schultz Bernard.
Except for the gym frame.
Yeah, except, well, that was changed after the fact, with the exception of the, to the gate bridge.
And then there was an addition in number 22 about in 24 hours notification to be read. That was the addition.
His motion was for the conditions that were approved for the Schultz well.
That's what they are. That's what I meant.
Okay, but I'm just saying, you just mentioned a couple exceptions. So-
Well, you changed the one, you just said, I read the
I was just
condition.
saying, I heard him make the
So
motion.
you don't want the Jake rate change, you want it to be prohibited.
I wanted as the Schultz Bernard conditions were.
Is there a second?
I'll make a motion that we approve the conditional well with the conditions that were read here. Without the water, I'm sorry.
She eliminated that.
I did not read the water.
So, could I make an amended motion that is utilizing the Schultz well with the Jake break? Could that be a motion on the floor, please?
Well, that's what it is. That's
I'm just
what-
stating the Schultz well with the
I just want to make
Jake
sure,
break added.
I want to make sure I understand. Are you asking for the conditions that were not appealed for Schultz, or you want what I read at the Schultz hearing?
For what was utilized for the Schultz, but include the Jake break for the neighbors. Was there anything else, Gretchen, that was not in the Schultz?
So there would necessarily be modifications as it relates to the roads, because the roads are different. So you're going to see different names of roads. So the roads you read tonight were applicable to the Connor
I
patch.
don't think that's
Yeah, you did. It was Grange, Pilati, Grange. It was Grange Road for this one. There's Pilati in the other one.
What's wrong with this?
What, Jake break was in there.
Other than that, you discussed making changes to the Jake break issue, and then the order things were not read, so.
It was in there on 21. Branch shall inform the owners that Jake break usage on the trucks is restricted, in addition signage to reflect the same shall be placed along the applicable routes.
You know, one motion, what was, if you remember, what was wrong with what was read tonight?
The numbers were off this sheet that was handed out. I see that you eliminated that 34,
I did not eliminate.
but there was
anything on that.
51 clauses.
What's 34 on your?
34 is,
Oh, that's
Water.
the water storage, yes, that was eliminated. You can make a motion to add that back in.
I'll clarify, my motion was the condition as it was read here, whatever numbers it said.
okay, and Gretchen, what else was added to this list from the Schultz? There was something else? No,
This
besides
should
the
be
Jake break?
substantially the same, except for changes that were made tonight, references to roads, maybe some cleanup and editing, but I would say if you have an issue with one of the conditions read, you should address those as a change to the conditions that were read, otherwise it would get very confusing.
Okay.
Because these were specific to this well pad, and they've been read, so I think if there's a specific change you all want to discuss,
If she read it, if you want
Yes.
to tell us which one you don't like that she read.